We decided long ago that the best way to do a capstone process for the math major was to have them compete in a national competition. And the MCM and the ICM were natural choices, and we have faculty on staff here that write some of the problems in the past. So we have judges, we have writers, and we have a lot of excitement. It's amazing that the students are interested in doing it. It's a good experience, and for some reason that energy is really translated to the students, that they want to do it.
At VMI, we try to focus a lot on application sort of throughout the education process as opposed to a pure math program. Whether you're an applied math major, or you're an engineer, or you're a physicist, or you're a chemist, you've gotten exposure to how we take the math and apply it to problems. I think it's sort of a natural fit that we have students participating from across the majors.
We were really super happy that we ended up with 15 teams this year. Last year we had about 7. Most of our participants this year were not math majors. We're pulling in people from other disciplines, a lot of students from engineering, some from computer science. But I think it's going to give us a more competitive group of students because we're bringing in a broader view of how to approach these different types of real-world problems.
Well, yeah, so we're all ECE majors, and I think that one of the cool things that we did with this project was we were able to use, programs like we use in our electrical classes.
I really liked how you could incorporate different disciplines using like EE programs, but also just thinking about like modeling people with different equations that aren't like typically seen to model like human behavior.
I'm broaden, so I'm from Taiwan. I'm commissioned in the Army. I'll be infantry officer when I graduate from VMI.
I am Chunhao Chan. I am a mathematics major. I'm commissioned in Chinese Air Force.
I'm Wei Xie. I'm commissioned in the Chinese Army, and my major is chemistry.
For me, the competition is a different kind of experience. You solve the real world problem by different kind of method.
So many people say like you're doing math and like you can use math to do something. But like for me, like I want to put some numerical numbers into like real life and analyze it.
I guess the competition itself didn't deal directly with technology, but it sort of dealt with the continuation of what we're doing as humans and how technology sort of enables that.
When I work with a team to write questions for the MCM and ICM, what we're really trying to understand is we want to see how they tackle things, and hopefully they can bring some brilliance to the problem that somebody who's embedded wouldn't necessarily capture.
We did this last year. It was a lot of fun. It really gives you an opportunity to explore real-world problems, things that you might not see in a regular classroom setting. So
it's actually kind of interesting how they use different real-life problems in this competition, like some things you would never think of. And
in Asian country, math is not important. People think math is you can only do on paper. You can use that to solve a real-world problem. So when I was in high school, we have the Olympic math, but it's totally different. It's more theoretical than applied math.
In Taiwan, it's basically like individual competition, not a whole team get together to figure out the problem.
Yeah. Actually, like a test, so just write down something.
So this was a particularly challenging year for the cadets. Nearly everyone involved in the competition went and marched in the inauguration parade. So out of the 96 hours, they had a good 18-20 hours that were lost. They really couldn't get much work done. They weren't allowed to bring laptops on the trip with them.
Every 4 years we have to deal with the inauguration. So you guys came in, saw the problems, left for a long time, and then come back and then start again on being tired from driving that far. And then
so this year specifically we had the inaugural parade. An entire day's worth of work was spent at the parade. It was a great time, but it definitely set us back a little bit.
So the MCM ICM was really tough for us because I think we did the math and there was only like 10 hours total excluding class and sleep time that we were able to work together.
Yeah, I mean I remember on the bus I was
trying to think of something.
I printed out packets for all of us.
To a close. 1,000 500 Corps of Cadets of the Virginia Military Institute from Lexington, Virginia. Founded in 1839, graduates of VMI have served in every war since the Mexican-American War. Once again, 1,500 Corps of Cadets from VMI.
I can't thank the math department.
Yeah, I just say it was so well supported, so well thought out, so well done, that even despite inaugural parade, there's still so much success and so many teams that, you know, got through it and submitted great reports.
You know, I think the faculty in the math department and all the colleagues that we have in the math department, they help us get insight on like things that we wouldn't normally think about.
And it's challenging because you have, you know, work assignments, projects, and stuff that you have to do during the week, and then you just have to take an entire weekend off and say, you know, we're doing math, we're doing the math competition.
Honestly, we pretty much had a good time together, just, you know, hanging out, doing math.
It's always fun to do. I mean, we get each other's throats, but it's always like no hard feelings type thing. But I mean, at the end, it's all laughs and good times.
You find yourself getting kind of like absorbed in the problem, like you really like become part of the problem.
If you had told me back when I did these competitions that I would one day be a team sponsor, I would have told you were crazy.
Basically, as I like to say, we just put you in a room and like slide pizza under the door, and when you're done, you just slide the paper back out. That's the way it should be. It's a good microcosm of the challenge for VMI.